Can we actually use this thing? Ooh, we can. That's cool. Where does this actually take us, though? Oops, don't want to fall down there. Am I stuck? No? Hello, everyone, and welcome back, once again, to Outer Wilds. And I think in this episode, we're actually going to finish this. I just wanted to take a little bit of time at Timberhearth before we move on, to see if there's not any new discoveries we can't share with some of the other travelers. Well, I guess these aren't travelers, they're right where they came from, but I've kind of come to see the entire Hearthian race that way. All of them want to go to space, and I'm starting to see why, because this is amazing. Much like the Nomai, they all have such a desire to learn. Maybe we have to relocate everyone to Ashtwin. That might be the only thing we can actually do. The Nomai built structures, apparently, that would enable them to survive a supernova, but they were unable to create one themselves. That was what they were trying to use to power up the ability to send things back in time by 22 minutes. And the supernova that happens is what causes it. I'm heading to Giant's Deep first, just to confirm that there's nothing else I can share with Gabbro. But the reason I'm kind of working backwards through all this right now is because there was a discussion on the Discord recently where some people felt like I didn't really react or maybe didn't grasp what we learned at the Sun Station. Basically, my takeaway, and the more I play, the more I'm a little less sure this is exactly right, but it's basically that they were attempting to create a supernova, and so they built the facilities on Ashtwin to survive one. Now, they knew that in the event of a supernova, they would be able to create the massive amount of energy needed to actually send, I guess, thoughts or people back in time by 22 minutes, which was their ultimate goal with that project. However, they weren't able to create a supernova on their own, but they still built the facilities to capture that energy, which is what causes the time loop when the supernova happens naturally. That's why I'm thinking we may have to actually relocate everyone to Ashtwin. That might be the ultimate way to save this solar system. Or at least, to save our people. After this, we may end up nomadic like the Nomai. Well, I accidentally meditated. Don't you love it when you choose the wrong dialogue option and accidentally sleep through the death of the solar system? Oh, that's right. I actually left a scout probe on Timberhearth. That was weird to see. Okay, get back here. Photo mode. Alright, now let's get down there. Oh, right, I forgot. That doesn't work. We need to not be sitting here. Alright, hang on. Let's get you. And screw it. We've learned that we don't actually need the ship, and we're going to lose it anyway once we go into the Quantum Tower. So let's do that. Land safely. And we find ourselves on the Brittle Hollow version, but I recognized in editing the previous episode, or potentially this episode, what is going on there with that streak, that we need to go to the Ashtwin version. At least I think it's Ashtwin. Yeah, there's like a weird streak in the sky there. Do you see that? Alright, well, here's the tower, conveniently brought to us. And we need to continue shifting floors until the floor is made of sand. Badoop. The Quantum Moon is still so creepy to me. The soundtrack is really great here as well. It's got that vibe of almost like you're stumbling onto some kind of forbidden knowledge, which I suppose in a way it is. But the Nomai didn't treat it that way. Alright, now we need to make sure that we can get the tower to appear on the North Pole of this body. Now, can we make our way there? That's the question. There actually seems to be a wall separating us. No, 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 no. Is it maybe different? Is there a different one for Ember Twin and Ash Twin? I could swear they occupy the same place. But we've been to the North Pole before. I saw it on my map. Maybe if we move the tower physically closer to the pole, then it'll work? No, we don't want to turn the lights on. I know it's been there. I saw it on the recording. Okay, so there's a pass through here. That brings us closer to the pole. Come on. Come on, tower. There we go. Oh, that never gets old. Now, this quantum mechanic is honestly insane. The way it happens so smoothly and works so consistently, it's honestly kind of unbelievable. There we are. Now we need to move it again. Yes, we need you to appear right here. This is the only place we can reach the Quantum Moon's North Pole, but that enables us to reach the North Pole everywhere we go. Huh, maybe we can even get inside that cyclone. Maybe we can get inside the Bramble Seed. Gotta be careful not to look away at all the interesting sights. Now, yeah, boop. I am curious to know what'll happen. So now we should be in the middle of the cyclone, right? Yes. Hang on, let's just take a photo of this. Nope, I accidentally switched back. Photo, so you'll stay where you are. But there's nothing here for us, it seems. Alright. After just 5, 10, 15 more minutes of journeying around, then we'll get to the task at hand. That's something I really love about this game, is how there is so much potential to just look around and see what's there, which, sure, that's the point of an exploration game. Oh, here we are, just solving the game. Never mind, I want to see other stuff first. It really allows you to follow your curiosity, and that's something I really adore in games. Huh. I don't know if there was actually anything blocking us here, except for maybe that mountain range. But it seems these other areas don't have anything much at the North Pole. The only other one I want to try, really, is Dark Bramble. Nope, I need you to go away. I keep trying to use holding down RB for the snapshot. That really only works for the drone. Wait, we had Dark Bramble. I keep forgetting that the ice is Dark Bramble. And not Brittle Hollow. Yeah, that's creepy. How it just leaves this cavity. It's weird, this is a Nomai construction, but it almost feels like a part of the Quantum Moon at this point. Alright, enough messing around. It's time for us to finally do this thing. Let's get ready, and let's anchor this here. Well, actually, technically turning on the lights wouldn't anchor it here. It would just anchor it here while we're inside it. Here we are. The legendary 6th location. Now, the Nomai obviously had reached this place, or at least presumably so. Solanum didn't make it this far. I wonder what actually killed Solanum, unless maybe they arrived here as the matter inside the interloper burst out. No additional signals here, it looks like. Alright, let's look everywhere we can. Some kind of cave? No. Man, the geology here is so interesting. It's like there's these rounded patterns carved out of all the rocks. This world... Something I haven't really noted before is that the Quantum Moon does have breathable air, regardless of the space it's actually emulating. I mean, there's no plants here, yet still we can breathe. We could potentially have even come here without the suit, not that I'd want to try it. We've made our way all the way to the South Pole. What is this? It doesn't look like something I want to step into, but it looks like something I may have to step into. No stinking way! You're alive! Which one are you? Are you someone we know? Solanum, so it wasn't you. No, I'm not going to ask who are you. I know who you are. Where are we? The eye, masks, Quantum Moon, me, explain, and identify. This is how you're communicating with me. Since I guess that makes sense. You would know we don't have a way to translate... Oh, are you getting fed up? You can't hear my commentary? Or maybe you're fed up with my commentary. Okay, Mr. Impatient. Identify stone. Okay, where do we place these? These are the two tenets of Know My Philosophy. To seek out... I'm sorry, I'm still freaking out about the fact that I'm standing in front of a live Nomai. These are the two tenets of Know My Philosophy. To seek out and to understand is our way of living. We're not so different. Let's start casual. Let's start with Quantum Moon. This is identify. I see. So one is a command and one is a topic. This is the Quantum Moon, where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the Quantum Moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay, so we need to go through each of these twice, essentially. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and we now call it home. Even in the earliest case, you should be hundreds of thousands of years old. Does time pass by differently on this planet? Do you know what happened? I don't want to be the one to tell you. Okay, so we've done Quantum Moon, we've done you. Eye of the Universe. It's almost like being in the presence of God, even though I'm sure they wouldn't see it that way. We're orbiting the Eye of the Universe now. Although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in an extremely distant orbit around this star system. Alright. Identify me. How do you see me? I mean, really, what are the circumstances of our relationship? I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. If it wouldn't clip the mic, I'd be squealing right now. It's an honor. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. I admire your 3 eyes. We're gonna kiss at some point. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. This device, this translation device, is saving the universe right now. Okay, time to go to the other one. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine. To learn about and to find the Eye of the Universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system, as my clan originally did? Oh, you're not talking about me arriving on the Quantum Moon. You're talking about how the Hearthians ended up here since we weren't here in your time. Although they did talk about other life forms here, so maybe we evolved? Quantum Moon, have we already done this one? Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the Quantum Moon's surface does now, while present at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer the Quantum Moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given the Quantum Moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. So it is actually a body. The Quantum Moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum. Thus, the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it so. The same way the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. Revelations, revelations! And I get so happy every time I see that ship's log update. Wait, I've kind of lost track of what I have and haven't done. I know I haven't done you yet. There is fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The Quantum Moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the Quantum Moon have a similar effect, as I imagine you've seen elsewhere in this star system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility. But what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Now there's an interesting thought. Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Also, I've just realized that staff, I questioned it in a few episodes ago, that is how they do the writing. Seems they can erase it as well. I'm glad they didn't. I'm on my first pilgrimage to the Quantum Moon. All Nomai and my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the Quantum Moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While it's obscured from our sight, we can see the Quantum Moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. That's what that is. now that I've been through all this, what do I do now? I think I've gone through everything. Now what? Now what do I do? What happens if I try to fly up to it? So here's what we've learned from you and the vessel. You are alive here, and there are other Nomai potentially still alive out there. I mean, we don't know when those other messages came into the ship's log, but, I mean, we know they persisted for some time at least. Those could just be the latest. They could have been last week for all we know. It may still be possible to reunite you with the rest of your kind, even if not your own clan. I'm just going to ask you to quickly reiterate all that knowledge before I try flying up. What happens if we attempt to exit the Quantum Moon right here? Okay, so from the sound of it, time does not stop here. We still have a few seconds, though. And as we verify that we have seen all of it, later, Tater. What happens if we try to leave from here? We just end up on another spot on the Quantum Moon. I almost sort of wish I could have spent the end with Solanum. But a representation of my home planet isn't the worst spot. You know, I've only just realized all those lights that flash by during the respawn, those are probably like a written form of the memories I actually experienced during that time. Gabbro. Gabbro. Actually, at some point it appears we did get the last entry on Gabbro's Island, which means he probably doesn't actually have anything to say about this. He never has anything to say about the cool stuff. Hornfels. It is so beyond frustrating that the only person I can talk to about this stuff doesn't want to talk about most of it. Honestly, I almost wish, like, I understand it could be kind of tedious after a certain point, but I almost sort of wish there was Gabbro dialogue for literally every discovery in the game. We should be brothers, but he's just too lazy. It's almost like he became an astronaut just to be lazy on other planets. Oh, cool. Haven't actually been in this situation before, but the lift will actually come down to meet you if you arrive, and it's already up there. I'm gonna wait here a little while. Ooh, look how close the interloper is passing. That is nuts. When you watch it on the map view, everything looks like it's moving normally, but sometimes the small scale and the relative motion makes things look really weird. But yeah, I'm just gonna hang out here with Chert for a little while. I just want to have one more look at Ash Twin before I try to teleport to the Eye of the Universe. Or at least, I don't know. I'm trying to predict how things are supposed to progress, which I maybe shouldn't really be doing. Look, we have no progress on the Ash Twin project. That's like the one thing that we haven't fully completed. The vessel, I believe we can input the coordinates that we received on Giant's Deep, but the problem there is the warp core is broken, so it may not even do anything. So I don't know what leads into the other. Maybe there's something more we can find on the core? That's the thing, is there something that I've yet to find on Ash Twin? Now, you should be mostly depleted, still some time to go yet. Then again, that sun's getting mighty large. I wish there was more of like an objective clock so you know exactly how much time you have. But then maybe it's better if it sort of catches you off guard? I don't know. See, these structures don't actually reach the core. At this point, I'm just trying to figure out, like, what gets revealed in the final moments of Ash Twin's life. How deep does this go? These are the absolute bottoms of these towers. What is revealed? I mean, that looks like an elevator that leads all the way up, honestly. So maybe not particularly of use. No, this just goes all the way up to the top. There's that thing again. I think it might just be part of my model clipping. Yep, here we are at the very bottom. It's not gonna get any more drained than this. But it doesn't seem like it really revealed anything all that useful. This one too, same thing. Although these probably do lead to the core. But then again, the core would be physically sealed off. There would have to be some kind of teleport, really, wouldn't there? I'm trying to figure out what I'm missing about this. So the advanced warp core was produced at the Black Hole Forge. It must be in there because, well, this whole thing is working. If I remove it, will it stop working? Alright, so here's my thought process. Every time there's been teleportation shenanigans, it's had to do either with the White-Hole Station or with the towers on Ash Twin. And I feel like for something that's been as big a deal, I haven't done everything there is to do with them, and I'm remembering now, one of the towers had a broken thing, remember? It was kind of around the first time I was exploring that whole area. One of the towers had like a broken visor. So maybe it has something to do with that one or the one across from it? Alright, well, either way, we're gonna have to spend some more time with Chert. Which isn't a bad thing. I mean, the guy has oxygen and marshmallows, which are two really good things to have on a camping trip. We need to park somewhere safe. And I feel like, yeah, those definitely represent the twins. If I am able to get into the core, does that mean that I'm going to have to make a run for Dark Bramble and the vessel? All while figuring out how to input those coordinates? This is the broken one, but it has a warp pad. Oh, wait. I'm now realizing, like, if we need to wait for alignment with Ember Twin, then that means that the thing is going to be passing over us, the sand transfer. How do we avoid getting sucked on out of here? Do I just thrust downward, or how's this going to work? Or maybe I need to wait off to the side more and then run in at just the right time? I mean, they did say it doesn't have to be exact. Just within, what did they say, 5 degrees? Tell you what I can do. I just had this idea. Take the scout launcher, right? Nope. Nope, no, 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 nope, 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 nope. It's not what I wanted, not what I wanted, not what I wanted. Okay, never mind. I was going to say we could put the scout on top and then use that to scout whether it's coming. That don't work, that don't work, that don't work, that don't work, that don't work. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. We need to get back down there and try again on the next pass. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe... I don't know if we'll get taken up if we're under this platform, but maybe that's what we need to do, is wait here and then rush in, but we got picked up pretty quickly. Or maybe wait off to this side here. Because that doesn't exist on that side, but it conspicuously does here. Alright, here it comes. Oh, this was a good idea. Okay, we just gotta wait for that to show up. Maybe we can wait for it to pass to a certain extent. I see now what you meant a few episodes ago, when you said that I was very, very close to just stumbling onto one of the game's big secrets. I love how, like, because of the open-ended nature of the game, and how so much of progression is knowledge-based, so often it's like, the lid, the lid, the lid. And then so often it's like, wow, I've never seen anyone survive the interloper before. Alright, suffice to say close. There we are. Boom! And here we are. That legendary space. Oh, that's making me dizzy. That's making me so dizzy. And over there, I bet, is where we can retrieve another core. Oh, this is nuts. This is where we go when we die, literally. 13 minutes 9 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Mask receiving data from probe tracking module, Giant's Deep memory statue, and Timber Hearth memory statue. 9 minutes until end of cycle transmission. We may not be able to finish this in this run, but we know what to do now. Oh, look at this. Yeah, we are definitely not finishing the game in this cycle because I'm taking my time with this. There. Look at that thing, the thing that powers all of this, I guess. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in the space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin Project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I still can hardly believe Raimi's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Hypothesis. It was not by accident the cores of our warp tower was the last to be forged. Hypothesis. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates, like a game developer. The important point is we're all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well, and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that too is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon? Or is Mallow part of the problem? Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they're truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power the Ash Twin project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode. Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. The Sun Station did not work. However, this is the closest we've ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. To generate power of that magnitude, a supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. If it's not one crazy project, it's another. We're halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in the solar system and we're anxious to explore it. It's been a very long time since we explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome the comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Sometimes new knowledge isn't in your best interest. Artificial gravity control. That looks like a miniature warp head over there. Oh no, that's where we came from. We've come full circle. Wait, you're activating. Why are you activating? Caution, you are about to access the core while the Ash Twin project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin project. Whoa! Are you talking permadeath? Are you talking permadeath? Let's see what these have to say first. There's 3 projection stones here. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project flocks. They look beautiful, although I feel as though I'm being deserved. Have we seen this already? I think we might have. I think we've read all of these before, most likely. So we turn off the artificial gravity control, which stops it spinning, which enables us to explore this more deeply. Is there anything to be seen, though? I mean, I suppose when all is said and done, the ship's log will tell us, yes, this connects to the towers. Can't wedge ourselves in here. Alright, do we do it? Do we do it, or will dying end the loop? They wouldn't actually let it just delete the save, right? They wouldn't actually let it just delete the save. Up we go. And now we can retrieve the warp core. There it is. By combining a white hole with a black hole, this is what you get. Tell you what, though. I want the most time possible. I want the most time possible to make it to the vessel and make sure this gets done. So I just realized something annoying. Even without removing the core, there was potential science that could have been done there. Theoretically, that chamber should survive the supernova. Now, I don't know if for gameplay reasons it wouldn't, but I should have tried it. So many safeguards in the way of stopping it. Essentially stopping immortality. Let's go. This feels wrong. But there we go, we got it. Now we've got to bring it back to the vessel. Now, as far as I know, the Nomai themselves, they never actually were able to find the vessel again, were they? Huh. I heard that music start up and I started to get worried. Let's go. We've got it with us. Really? Wait, it's ending now? It's just gonna end right now. Unless this is just like a different variation on the soundtrack? No, that doesn't... We're only a couple minutes into this. No, wait, no. This is a different variation on the theme. We still have to make it to Dark Bramble. We have to at least try it. I'm just wasting time. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. But I'm wasting time by not making my way there as quickly as I can. I'm so afraid for what I've just done. They wouldn't actually delete your save if you failed this, would they? Come on, Dark Bramble, your depths are kind of my only hope now. It's the patches. We can get in on pretty much any side. We gotta do this. Now here's the escape pod, so from here, we've got to follow those breadcrumbs through the trail. We can put away our signal scope. We don't need that anymore. Wow, so this is so cool. What I'm realizing now is that you could literally, if you had all this knowledge, pick up the game for the very first time and do all of this. Never meet Solanum, never do any of that other stuff. But we've got you over there. Now we need to head into the red, and that will tell us where to go from there. Remember that this will do it for us. You just have to remember not to retrieve the scout. That would be literally world-ending consequences. There's that bright light. That's how we know we found the right spot. And I don't believe there are any anglerfish in the chamber containing the vessel. This is endgame. Which is going to give us plenty of time to figure out how to actually input these coordinates. Am I really just supposed to go based off of the picture that's in our log? But we can place the core. Oops, sorry, buddy. Alright, let's do this. Making a holy pilgrimage yet again. Wait, I think it was this way. Feels like we're righting some ancient wrong. You out of the way. There we go. Power restored. I shouldn't even need to do anything. They had the coordinates to the eye. It was already input, but something went wrong. No, I need to do it. Hang on. I need to go to my ship. Alright, I think that was the first one. This is going to be so annoying having to go back to my ship for each one. Oh, wait, no. Okay, so they're actually on the bottom of the screen. Alright, so that makes this so much easier. Man, that is easy to miss. Boop. 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 Is that right? Next. Wow, this this music is making my heart race. This is a little bit tougher. Boop. 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 And we gotta move it through the center. And boop. Do we have to raise that back up? Sounds like something's happening. Have I not done it right? I think I did it right. I think I did it right. There it is. Flashes of lightning in the clouds, but it looks like it's all converging on some central mass. What do I do from here? Solemnum's idea has been fulfilled. There's a living being at the eye. Has this changed at all? No. Okay, so what do we do now? We're here. We've done it. Do we simply warp back? What happens now if we move this to here? Another portal opens. Let's see it from up top. I want the best view possible. That is insane. That's the thing that drew them there. Some kind of... I don't even know what to call that. There's a spherical mass in the center, but it looks like there's some kind of other surface below it. Let's get in there. There's the vessel floating back there. And true to what Solemnum said, this surface does indicate the properties of the quantum moon and the shards that have broken off from it. The quantum moon is derived from this, and then it takes derivatives from everything else. Such a thing could potentially be self-spreading, I suppose. It definitely seems like a very hostile and unforgiving place, though. Oh, the gravity is super dense. We can hardly use our jetpack. Is this something we want to get closer to? We're heading from the North Pole all the way down to the south. Trees detect... Did you see that? In the lightning! Wait, maybe we can... That tree should remain, right? No. So what do we do with this information? Let's just keep heading for the South Pole. I'm scared. I am beyond scared right now. But it seems that heading to the South Pole has gotten us our desired results. This is the source of all quantum properties in our own star system as well. We've actually... It's only now landing with me. With this discovery, we've actually made it farther than any Nomai ever did. Where they almost did. Okay, what's to be done here? We can't really use our jetpack. Do we really just go in, maybe get sucked up? I think it's our only option. What do we do from here? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, I just completely lost my sense of orientation. Where are we now? It's the museum, but no, it's not. Hang on. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gosan, Slate, and Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks for their efforts and technology, Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. It's dead silent save for the sounds of our footsteps on the creaking wood. All this that we read at the beginning of the game, but presented in a new light. The radio tower on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite and housed some of the last ever photos taken of their entire solar system. No, there has to be a way to reverse this. Hornfels noticed a curious anomaly in one of the photos, but it ultimately went unexplained. I think that's the DLC. We can't go out and look at the quantum shard again. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity, and then exploded in a violent supernova. Okay, you're showing me this for a reason, right? The fact that it's telling me this in this way, indicates intelligence. It's trying to teach me something. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Me too. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. I think that's it for here. It's written from our perspective. Are these the shadows of things that will be, or things that may be? That's it. Completely obliterated. Oh. No. Okay, this is even worse. That was a fate worse than death, and this is even worse than that. I can't tell if I'm draining oxygen, but I'm definitely draining fuel. Wait. There's something. We have to head towards it. Wait, I hear crickets. What is... We're among trees? These lights all like tiny universes. Or at least galaxies. Can we touch them? Oh. Can't even switch signals. They're all bursting out of existence. A million little lights going out. And we're gonna be left in darkness. That's what the Nomai are talking about. That the whole universe is collapsing. That this is happening everywhere, seemingly all at once. And now that music, the crickets, all replaced by a dead wind. Hang on. Hang on. Where does this lead? Come on. No. I've lost it. I've lost it. No lights. I can't even see any. Wait. I thought I saw something for just a second. No, you're reaching something. The ground is still here. Unidentified signal nearby. But it's just a sound of heavy breathing. Okay, it took the entire game, but it's a horror game now. I'm afraid to move forward. What is this, Annihilation? Do you have quantum properties? You do. Well, I guess there's only one way to spend the rest of eternity. If only I could whistle, I'd be emulating Esker's song right about now. This actually seems like the kind of place where Feldspar might have preferred to end up. Ooh. Esker's rocking chair? Can we have a seat? I just got scared by my own shadow. Esker? I'm really glad to see you, but I don't think you'd like the loneliness of this place. Do you hear music? I did. Would you care to play us some? I did like your whistling. Oh, this is horrible. It's the illusion of connection. It's not really him, is it? This is true existential horror. No, Esker, I don't hear music. But now I do? Now there's a weird combination. Our music coming from a Nomai structure. But How does one get in? I can see... Oh, a banjo inside. Playing with no player. Are there others? No, it's just you. I have to reach you somehow. And there's our way. No? Maybe something will open up if I keep looking away? Yes, it's degrading each time. Everything is degrading each time. That's what we have to do. We just have to allow it to decay. That's our way in. Actually, kind of a similar lesson to some of the things we've been doing throughout the game itself. No. Well, you're still there. And it appears you've been joined by the fire. I think I'm starting to see where it's going with this. But I'll hold that interpretation until later. It's not quite time yet. I'm pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush. Take your time. It might not even exist here. Are you you, or are you an impression of you? Something that I would recognize, and the best way to deliver the message that I think it's going for. They're all here. That's something new. Let's gather the others first before we go for something new. Never mind. I really hope this can't actually kill me. I really hope this can't actually kill me. Hey guys, you want to join us by the fire? Man, I really threw my people under the bus there. I kind of thought it would leave when I reached here. But let's keep going. They just had to throw that in right there. Ooh, jellies. There's Feldspar's harmonica. Seems kind of like the eye is trying to make fun of Feldspar there, considering how much he hates those jellyfish. But there he's returned. Oh wow, Feldspar is a real tiny fellow when you see him like this. Hatchling, you found me. Nice to have company around a campfire, isn't it? Go on, go get the others. Wouldn't want them to miss out. Alrighty. The quiet shade. Oh, Gabbro, you're doing quantum nonsense across old bark. In the ancient glade. Come on, where's the last one? Ooh. You're all the way out there. I'm gonna have to go for you. No, now the signal is gone. The last thing I want is to lose this campfire. Oh, well, can we retrieve you? No. Ah, there it is. In orbit around the sun? No. Trying to leave just sends me straight back. Ah, we have to zoom in with the signal scope. Alright, we can gather with this. There you are. Okay, I think... Is that the first time we've used that feature? I knew we could zoom in, but I didn't know it did anything. Has it done anything else throughout the game? Sure. The stars were beautiful, weren't they? Even if our stars would ultimately killed us. I'll wait here and remember them while you gather everybody. This is bittersweet. It's like everything I always wanted, but it's just not real. Ah, you're coming from above now. Shoulda known. Hammock high above the rest. Beautiful spot. A lot less scary and very low gravity. The gang's all here. Gabbro, what say you? Hey, time pal. So, you're getting the band back together, huh? Go on, find the others. I'll be here. You don't need me yet, but you will. Here we all are, and before I go on and find that last song, I can't think of a better time to have ourselves another marshmallow. This is going to be a bit of a longer episode, but honestly, I think this part needs time to breathe. Do any of you have new dialogue? Aren't you forgetting someone? I don't think so. I guess we'll find out. Unless... the Bone Brigade? They're pointing upward. Kilometers. Well, we best get started then. Wait. Ow. Now it's like you're holding something up. Oh. Lifting each other up. That's how we do this. They lifted each other up. Their knowledge lifted us up as well. And now we're being literally uplifted. All right. Set a course. Which way? This game has been an absolutely incredible experience. Solemn. Will Solemn get to join us? Oh, that is the ideal ending! What do you guys have to say about this? Not yet. Solemn. A conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? Not yet. Then I will wait until you're ready to know the answer. Yes. Get out the harmonica. Esker, you're gonna play with the whole group again. Shirt, go for it. Rebeck, do your thing. Gabbro, let's go. We finally get to hear it in person. I'll happily enjoy another marshmallow in this company. Now it's about time I gotta ask the question, why don't I have an instrument? We'll have to fix that. Oh, look. It's forming a shape. A shape which we can't enter. Oh, one more marshmallow couldn't hurt. Alright, Solanum. I think I'm ready. This song is new to me, but I'm honored to be a part of it. It's so great to see the Nomai have the same appreciation for us that we do for them. What does this mean? What are those shadows? I learned a lot by the end of everything. The past is past now, but that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's time for something new now. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. Well, don't despair, Shirt, there's still the DLC. But I think the rules are about to change. Wow. How long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. You cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out all right in the end, I suppose. Look, the entire life cycle of a star, 20 minutes, what's the difference? I hope there are beasties in the next one. I tell you what, this has been really fun. And I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. No, you helped. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? Yeah, it is. Alright, Solanum. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to see what comes next? Well, it's not like we've got anything better to do. I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. Yeah, all of us. Do I just jump in? You... Ooh. And that's the end. But it's not the end of this series. There's still the DLC to go. This will just kind of be like a special, extra long episode, I suppose. What an absolutely incredible experience. And I'm going to give my closing commentary now on what we've been through so far. Just because this would have originally all been taken as one whole. What an incredible way to bring it all full circle. It's got that existential horror at the end for a while, but in the end, it brings it back to that same optimism and outlook that the whole rest of the game had. Its themes are present in every little aspect of this game, and that's what I love so much about it. What we learn in the end there is that there was the ambition present of all these great projects of trying to find the eye. But in the end, what the Nomai were about, and what the Hearthians were about, and what our whole journey was about, it was always about each other. And getting everyone together was kind of the point in the end there. It almost went full Twin Peaks on us in the end there. That was honestly terrifying, but it brought it back in the end, and I love the idea of having that happen and having it go to credits, making it seem like the end is a new beginning, like... Much like how with the Nomai, their end kind of enabled us to go on this journey and to get just a little bit farther. But remember, it wasn't just this solar system, it was happening everywhere. But then again, with some of the things that we've seen, with the seeming intention of something like the Eye to show us these things, which I get the impression in the end that was really them there in the end. I don't know, our understanding, and even the Nomai's understanding of reality, is so surface level, what we see. I don't know, maybe it really is a new beginning to everything. And thank you so much for making it. $14.3 billion years later. I'm gonna need to crack out the old joints for this one. and something new comes out of it. Incredible how the Nomai are an ancient culture, and yet, even through all of that, 14.3 billion years makes the time between them and us seem like the blink of an eye. I'm so glad we got to meet one. Okay, starting in the next part, we take on the DLC. But that'll be next time. Feels weird to be saying this. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.